Hello, Virtual Academy. Let's do a few problems that you guys must have had encountered on your roots lesson, right? I want to clarify a few of the difficulties that you may encounter and what should be done and how could be done such that you will get the right answer. Okay? First, square root of 25 over 12, and you're asked to simplify, right? 25 over 12. Square root of this one will basically be square root of 25 over square root of 12. Okay? Now, square root of 25, everybody knows, is 5. Square root of 12, or square root 12, I can write as square root of 4 times 3, which is what? Top doesn't change. Square root 4 times square root 3. And I hope everybody gets it so far. Let's move on. I got 5 over. Now square root 4, that's 2. That will be 2 times square root 3. However, we cannot leave a square root in the denominator, okay? And to change that, you will multiply by the same square root your top and your bottom of your fraction, right? And look what happens first in your denominator. Square root of 3 times square root of 3 would be what? Will be square root of 3 squared, which is 3. So I will have here 2 times 3, right? And the top will be 5 square root 3. And as you guys can see now, my best simplified version and the best answer to this question would be 5 square root 3 over 6. Okay? 5 square root 3 over 6 will be that one. And I hope it makes sense. And I hope you guys followed what I said. The major rule, you cannot leave a square root into your denominator. Okay? Good. Let's try another one. How about this one? Well, you have cubic root of 3, and you can use your calculator, your computer's calculator, right? In which you will go in and make sure you go into the view, right? You check the scientific, then you click on 3, and then as you can see, left side from the x cube, you have cubic root of x. Well, x is your 3 right there, the number that you just type in, right? Just gonna click cubic root of that, and cubic root of cubic root of 3 is 1.44224957 and so on. You have to round it to 2 decimal places, right? Well, what I've got was 1.4422 and so on, right? Well, the 2 decimal places, this 2 goes away, and your answer here will be 1.44, I'm sorry, right? Makes sense? So be careful how you're using that calculator that you have. Also, sometimes remember that, you know, the end root, let's say, of a number a, that's nothing else but your number a to the power of 1 over n. Alright? This is the way in which you can write your roots as powers of numbers. And if I will have the end root of a to the power of m, this will be the same as a to the power of m divided by n. That's another rule that you should use in here. Okay, so this way you can type in your calculator 3, you know, and if you don't have anything except, you know, the button that looks like a roof, right, which means raise it to the power, and then you're gonna type 3, and then you will go ahead and you will put the equal sign, and you're also done. I mean, this is for the simple scientific calculators, but like I said, on your computer, Windows has a built-in calculator which you can access by going into you know, Windows Start button, then you go to All Programs, then you go to Accessories, okay, and then under the accessories you're gonna find as the first one probably your calculator, and make sure on the under the view you click on the scientific one or whichever type you want to use, and you will be able to find that. As you can see in here, I got the cubic root. Or there is another way. I can type in 3 and then go to the sign here that says white root of x. Click on that one, click on 3, because in this case I'm looking for cubic root, and then equal, and that will give you the same number, 1.442249, and so on. Alright, good. Let's try another one. This one, simplify the following expression. As you can see, square root 3 and square root 12, their least common multiple will be square root 12. So that means I need to multiply by square root 4, the first fraction, as the second fraction doesn't change. So I will have square root of 4 over square root of 12 plus 1 over square root 12, right? Well, everybody sees in here, and probably I should have said, first we can simplify that square root 12, because square root 12 is, as we did in the previous problem, square root 4 times 3, which is actually 2 square root 3, okay? Well, it doesn't matter. Now I have square root 12 as my common denominator, okay? On the top I will have square root 4 plus 1. I'm going to leave it like that, just for the, for the beauty of it. But square root 4 is what? It's 2 plus 1. Now we said square root 12 is 2 square root 3. And this will equal what? Well, the top will be 3 over 2 square root 3. Okay, now you can see that square root 3 goes in 3. Square root 3 times, so it will be square root 3 over 2. That's one way. Another way, you may say, well, as we did in the previous problem, I cannot have a square root as my denominator, which means I'm going to multiply top and bottom by square root 3. Okay, square root 3 times square root 3 at your bottom will be 3, so we have 2 times 3, right, because this is 3. 2 times 3 is 6, and I have 3 square root 3, and I'm not done, because 3 and 6 they have a common factor, which is 3. 3 goes in 3 once, and 6 2 times, and that's how you get the same answer. Okay, these are just a few ways in which you can find the right answer, and that's why this one here is not good, because it still can be simplified, and that's why the right answer to this problem will be that. Okay, square root 15, be careful here, right? Using the calculator again, you go in and you type in 15, okay, and if you don't have the square root, you may type in to the power of 1/2, or as you can see, I have the square root here, and that gives me 3.8729, and so on. Alright, this is it. You can check by squaring this number, x squared, that gives me 15, I'm good. Moving on. 3.82, well, what do we have here? We have a cube of 56 cubic inches volume, right? To find the length of its side, remember that, the volume of a rectangular box is the product of all its sides. Well, in this case, because I have side, 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 right? The volume of this cube will be side cube, because I know the volume is 56, and that's my side cube. To find my side, I will take the cubic root of both sides, right? So your side will be cubic root of 56. To find that, you type in, cubic root. You can see the button here. You can type in 56 and then cubic root, right? Equals. But then be careful, because it says round to 2 decimal places. 2 decimal places will be 2 decimal places, but your next number is 5, which means you round up. So from 2 you're gonna go to 3. Okay, so your answer here should be 3.83. Easy to fix mistake. Looks like you got all the parts so far. Pay attention when you round up your decimals. Okay, one more. No, this is it. Okay, I hope this answers some of your questions, guys. Easy fixes here on your roots chapter. Thank you very much. Bye for now.